Hi guys, today we're joined by National Brand Ambassador for Buffalo Trace, G, who's got a bit of a festive treat to share with us all. So G, welcome, and what have we got here?
Thanks, Elliot. Yes, well, we're going to do a little bit of a spin on a very popular cocktail, the Espresso Martini. Of course, one of Australia's favorite cocktails at the moment. Normally a vodka-based cocktail, we're going to spin it up a little bit with our Buffalo Trace Kentucky bourbon.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Now, I also spotted the bourbon cream. What is it about the bourbon cream that's going to make this extra festive?
Yeah, absolutely. So this time of year, I guess, you know, when people are looking to buy maybe gifts, a lot of cream liqueurs are very popular on the market. So at Buffalo Trace, we decided to come out with our very own. It's actually a base of our Buffalo Trace bourbon. So the extra aging allows a lot more character, a lot more flavor in the base of this, brings out a lot of those caramel notes. A little bit different to the Espresso Martini, which wouldn't normally have a cream liqueur, it would just have a coffee liqueur. We've got a little bit of a spin on that as well. So combine the both with some coffee. We're going to shake that up and hopefully get festive.
Let's get into it.
Okay, real easy with an Espresso Martini. Usually the ingredients are equal parts. So it's very difficult to forget how to make one. I'm going to start with our Buffalo Trace bourbon. Just going to use a measure here. And for anyone making it at home, you don't have to have all this fancy equipment. It's just more about having the right kind of measurements. So use an egg cup, use I don't know, whatever it might be. Okay, so bourbon in first. We've got then our bourbon cream. And this is gonna change the color as well slightly from a traditional Espresso Martini, which would be dark, a black in color. So because it's cream, it's gonna come out a nice kind of latte sort of color.
The bourbon cream is a bit of a favorite here in the Man of Many office, by the way.
Honestly, the bourbon cream, when I do whiskey shows, I am involved in a lot of whiskey shows around the country and New Zealand around the calendar. We can have the most amazing whiskeys on a stand and in the room, and guaranteed every whiskey fan comes back for bourbon cream time and time again.
Now, notice you've got your cold drip espresso there. So talk me through that. Or if someone is making it at home, is it cold drip you'd prefer, or can we be making your own espresso?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think that, you know, with Australians' love affair with coffee, most households these days have an espresso machine or a pod coffee maker. So, of course, that's perfect to use, still with the same ratio, like a 30 ml measure. But the cold drip has become a lot more popular as well in terms of its accessibility in stores. The cold drip also helps bring out some of the flavors of the bourbon, like vanilla and toffee and that sort of thing. So you can use either, long story short. So that's it. The other ingredient, I'm just gonna pop in a little spoonful of sugar, helps the medicine go down. I'm using agave, but you can use simple syrup or, you know, whatever kind of flavored syrup you have. If you've got any, maybe maple or something like that. It's literally just a teaspoon. It doesn't seem like a lot, but actually it helps with combining those flavors from the coffee and the bourbon. I'm going to drop some ice in there. You do need to give it a really good shake because you want that lovely little sort of crema idea on the top. So. Nice and cold.
Beautiful. So I'm guessing it's the shake that gives it that beautiful frothy head that everyone knows is.
Absolutely. Like, you know, you can get that foam coming in. A little bit of equipment just to hold the ice in place and then strain our drink into a lovely little coupe. So we'll get as much of that out as possible. Because it's the festive season, cream drinks are nothing without a little bit of a chocolate top. So I'll just set that aside. I've brought some dark chocolate, salted caramel, but it doesn't exactly need to be that. But dark chocolate tends to work really well with the flavors of the cream liqueur. A few coffee beans, 1, 2, 3 on the top, et voila.
Kentucky Espresso Martini.
Kentucky Espresso Martini.
Another sip. Yeah, very smooth.
See all those beautiful flavors from the bourbon come through there?
People can be sometimes a little bit hesitant or a bit afraid to use bourbon as the base of their cocktails.
Yeah.
This is so smooth.
You know, the versatility of the product is key. It's something that, you know, you kind of go out of your comfort zone in a way. just trialing, playing with different flavors. Buffalo Trace in particular, because of the extra age, has a wonderful balance of flavors, and with citrus, with fruits, raspberries, blueberries, strawberries, and mango in season at the moment. Fantastic pairing. My favorite at home when it's really hot is just some pink grapefruit soda, a little squeeze of lime. Beautiful, really lovely, refreshing drink. So, yeah.
Lovely.
Don't be shy.
Won't be. Cheers.